What up, pimps? Welcome back to another episode of the H3 Podcast live at twitch.tv/H3H3 Productions. Today, we have an absolute slammer on deck. This is, my phone is going off the chain because I just posted about it.
Okay.
Today, we have Jake Paul in the building. He's pretty legendary at this point.
The original guy that invented the ER movement.
Yeah,
so Eli Kleiner would not have existed.
No, I know,
without...
and I'm thankful for that every day. No, but I mean, everybody knows who Jake Paul is at this point. I mean, the guy, say what you will about him, but he's achieved a lot. I mean, he just hosted the Teen Choice Awards last week. I caught a clip of it. I thought he did a pretty good job, honestly.
He really did, actually.
I mean, he was natural. He was comfortable. And with him is coming Chris Wolfe, the KTLA reporter who broke the initial story. So we're going to start with Jake. He's going to come in. We're going to talk a little bit. And then later in the hour, we are going to bring over Chris Wolfe to sit in with us. It's going to be a flippin' romp. And I'm so happy to be here. And I'm so happy to have you guys with us. I'm really excited about this episode.
So before we bring him in, you thank the sponsors?
Yes. Thank you to Undies and Naturebox for sponsoring this episode. Appreciate you so much. If it wasn't for them, this show wouldn't be possible. And a shout out to all of our Twitch Prime subscribers. God bless you. If you have Amazon Prime, you can attach it to Twitch and subscribe for free. So thank you to you guys. Now, talking about Jake, how are you feeling about doing this interview?
I'm really excited, actually.
I have to say,
this is one of the most exciting episodes, probably.
There's freaking
that we've had.
Yeah, I agree. Let me turn this freaking vibration off. Yeah, I feel it. I'm happy that he came, that he's willing to come into the lion's den. You know.
Yeah, it's awesome.
So I have to respect the guy for that. I mean, he could have easily just said no and not shown up. And I was straightforward. I said KTLA guy's coming too, and he was like, "Cool, that's fine." So I got to tip the beanie and the fedora to him right off the bat for agreeing to participate in this. I know I said in our last video that I don't want to make any more Jake Paul videos. So we thought, what better way to follow that up with than inviting Jake Paul on our podcast? That's not actually true. We've been talking to Jake for actually it seems like a month already for bringing him on.
Yeah.
But it just seemed right now for some reason. It took some time to get, I mean, he's a busy guy. So at any rate, the guy needs no introduction. I think we're ready to bring him in.
Yeah.
So without further ado, let's bring in the fucking Mr. Jake Paul. What up, dog?
All right.
Yeah, we're live. Ready to go. What up, dude?
Oh, I got 2 wallets now.
Yeah, you're good. What's up, dog?
Nothing. What's up with you guys?
Doing good, man. Excited. Happy you're here.
Most of the hate stuff on me is not funny, but you guys kill it. I laugh. I laugh.
Thanks.
Thank
dude.
you.
It's really good.
Well, I appreciate you saying that. Sometimes when we make fun of people, I like to do it in a way where it shouldn't be digging at the core of who this person is. I don't know.
Because everyone.
Oh yeah, there's a little soundboard.
That just happens.
That's just God. Yeah, that just happens
I like that.
sometimes.
I
That's
like
Dan.
that.
Dad, chill out, dude.
Yeah, calm down, Dan.
Dan, all right, we get it.
Okay, we
dude.
get the point.
All right.
No, yeah, it's funny. It's good stuff. Everyone makes mistakes. Everyone's got to be made fun of. So.
I mean, do you feel like the criticism that's come against you has been deserved? How do you feel? Because everybody on YouTube, it's do you feel like everyone's ganging up on you?
I feel like it's 50-50. I feel like it's the half of YouTube is we're a Jake Paul and we're gonna support him and blah blah blah, and then the other half of the YouTube, which is I think kids that are filled with a lot of hate and they just love the drama and stuff. They always come for me, and yeah, I think some of it's valid. I think some of it is okay, yeah, that deserves to be hated on. Really, dude, did you just do that? Because I mean, like I said, I mess up a lot and I do dumb things, and I'm just I don't know. I'm just weird and posting videos every day. There's so much creativity that goes into it, and sometimes it comes off the wrong way, and you make mistakes and slip up, and it's part of life. So,
is there some things that you can recall where you're this I kind of deserve to get shit for, and other stuff where you're this one I think people took too far?
I think the it's everyday bro thing.
Yeah.
Like I think people took that too far. It's like
It was just such a juicy meme.
well, whatever. The England is my city. Like all that's funny.
Yeah.
But like there was people who were legitimately like, this kid needs to die
Yeah.
because he made a
Oh,
rap
yeah.
song.
No,
And
that
I'm like,
shit's
dude,
ridiculous.
like literally, like I'm not a rapper, bro. Like,
Right.
like, and I saw even when Post was in here.
Yeah.
I was like, I was watching that segment of your podcast, and he's like, dude, like really, like, and he's like checking my flows and like my lyrics and like picking apart the whole entire thing, and it's like, yo, if like he made his first vlog, like he's a big rapper, I'm a big vlogger. If he made his first vlog, like I could easily go in and be like, oh, this, you know what I'm
Right.
saying?
I
But
don't recall what Post said, but
I don't really either. It
So
was just
did
negative overall.
Were you felt? Are you a fan of Post?
Dude, I love his songs.
Really?
I told him that. All I say is congratulations. That's how I
Yeah,
feel,
that
bro.
song is a jam. So it felt especially bad hearing him shit on your.
Oh no, I don't
songs.
care about. I don't care about who it is.
Right.
You know, like that's the name of the game. But and I still thought it was like funny. You know, like I'm taking all this stuff like lighthearted.
I guess you guys kind of present it like real music though. Because you shoot it like a real music
Bro.
video. You have producers like a real music video. You do shows like a real music video.
We
Well, hold on,
made the
sorry, one
song.
sec. I hear an echo.
Yeah.
What is that?
Then we can kind of hear ourselves for
Yeah.
some reason.
Is there echo? Is it gone? Dan, are you live?
It might just be my auto tune from It's
Your
Everyday.
auto-tune.
No, yeah.
I think it's
so
fine.
Okay, sorry.
It's
Sorry,
fine.
go ahead. Sorry.
no, like I totally get. We present it as real music, but like we made that song in 3 hours. We made the music video in 3 hours.
Really?
Yeah.
I was wondering about that because I mean the product, it was really well shot. It was really
Yeah.
well edited.
Thank you.
You must have a team working on that shit, right?
Like 12 hours. When I need edit support, like if I'm doing like 2 videos a day or whatever it is, yeah, like I have like editors that help and stuff. But the thing
Wait,
is,
do you edit your own videos?
most of the time.
Really?
Yeah,
That's
most of the time. And
bananas.
if I can't, that's when I like I offload it to someone. Like for example, I'm going to Pennsylvania tonight, so I'll be on a flight, a red eye, and so I won't be able to get it done.
Is there a difference you feel like when someone edits it versus when you edit it?
No,
It's all good.
literally people can't tell the difference.
So why
ever.
waste your time editing it?
I think I always try to like innovate the game and like push it forward and forward and forward, and like with the edits, and like I'm always thinking about how I can add in like more memes, sound effects,
Right.
crazy stuff, so on and so forth. And I try to have other people edit it as much as possible.
Yeah, I would
but-
too. I mean,
but-
we've tried getting editors so many times, and for us, it never works. Like
Yeah.
they can never get it there. It's so personal.
I found a legend.
You got a
His
legend
name
editor?
is Jack.
Fuck yeah!
His
Shout out
name
to
is Jack. He's
God
a
bless
legend.
Jack.
So without him, I'd be dead. But like, I'm sorry, I got too far away. Yeah, I don't even know. what we're
Dude, God
talking
bless
about.
your mic etiquette. We have so many guests in here who are like, by the end they're like this. Jake for 1 second is like, oh shit, I got
Bro,
too
I'm
far
out here.
away.
I'm
God
a rapper,
bless him.
right? It's every day, bro. No.
So getting back to what we were talking about.
Oh, one more thing. Sorry to
Sure.
interrupt. I was pissed at the producer who made It's Every Day, bro.
Why?
Because we were doing ad libs, right? And I was like, I'm not a rapper. At the beginning, took the ad lib out.
Interesting.
Done. That ended me.
You didn't like have a second viewing on the edit before it went out?
Dude, that's how fast it was.
Right.
12
That's
12
crazy.
hours from making song to like music, like 18 hours from making the song to it being online.
That is,
That is
you
crazy.
say what you will about you. A lot of people love you, a lot of people hate you, but the hustle is insane.
Thank you, bro.
I mean, anyone who denies that is just not being honest.
I appreciate that. Yeah.
That's for sure.
That's what it's all about, man. Like hard work and you can get anywhere in life, I think. So
What is your schedule like?
Yeah.
It must be insane.
yeah, like I basically like never sleep. Always doing something because I'm like running a business, doing the YouTube thing, acting thing, like writing movies, working on like a couple different TV shows. Obviously, like the merch stuff. Excuse me, like I make investments, so it never ends. I mean, probably same for you guys. So.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to keep up these days for sure. Let me go back to what we were talking about in the beginning, because you were saying some things you deserve to get criticized for, some things not, and the one thing that you think you didn't get deserved for was it's everyday, bro. So
Yeah.
So I agree. It was fun making fun. I think the thing that is that it went so big that it became like such a. It was just so good to talk about, right?
Yeah.
Like, that was shocking. Did that surprise you?
Dude, I didn't think it was going to get that big. And like literally,
How many views does it have now?
like
Like
90
80,
90
90?
million. But the thing is, like anywhere I go, like anyone who's a fan of mine can sing the whole song start to finish.
Yeah,
and
I've
so I
seen
think
that.
for like under like 18,
Well, even we can.
Really?
Kind of.
but like,
Kinda.
under 18, they're like, I'm all for this, you know?
Right.
I didn't know it was gonna get that big. To me, like I woke up, I was like, I'm vlogging. What do I do today? I want to make a song in one day. That's how it started. And so like I had no idea that like it was gonna blow up like that.
Interesting. So, I agree. People are like you, wishing death on you for making a video they didn't like is ridiculous. But so what are some things you've done that you think are worth the criticism you've got?
I'm trying to go through the list, man. I forget. I don't even like. I try to forget all the things I get criticized for. I think with. I'm trying to think. There's a lot of things I get criticized for.
That's okay. We can.
What's an example? Like, I guess we can go through the list. I don't know.
Dude, here, let me pull up. I've got fucking 50 things here.
Yeah,
No.
52.
I guess we can come back to that later. But anyway, I think it's I was saying before you came in, but big props to you for coming in here and sitting down with us. I think that's very cool that you came and did that. I appreciate that a lot.
Thank you, man. Yeah, and I think I love your guys' content. I know it's like bash me sometimes, but it's funny. And I think a lot of people have like the wrong perception of who I am. You know, everyone thinks I'm like this crazy young kid running around like breaking stuff, and I don't think about like what I do, and I'm just like going nuts.
So what is the difference between Jake Paul on camera and off camera?
I think it's like Jake Paul on camera is like, okay, like we're doing this for entertainment. Like a ton of people are gonna be watching this. It's telling a story. It's like a heightened version of who I am. And it's super fast paced, and I'm like always got the jokes on, always got the the pranks rolling. That's how I would describe it. And then off camera, it's like I'm that same person, but it's like I'm more chill.
Yeah.
I kind of just
Yeah,
like
that makes sense.
hang out, you know. I'm doing my thing, and like me and my friends joke around, but it's not like loud and in your face, you know what I mean? People call me a douchebag a lot, but like because of how they see me on camera. I think like even with the like news reporter thing, like people who knew me, like literally everyone was texting me. They're like, "Bro, that's the funniest thing I've ever seen," because they know me, and I'm just like I do that stuff like as like spur of the moment. And sometimes I get in the moment.
So was you during that news report? Was that like on camera Jake or off camera Jake? Do you know what I mean?
Dude, that was like way too on camera.
Okay.
Jake.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like, I'm still gonna send. Like it wasn't even me. I was like playing a character. I was like, my neighbors hate me, but I'm still gonna send it with like the silly voice on and like jumping on the news van. Like I would never do. If I saw a news reporter like off camera Jake, I'd just be like, "Yo, like, what's up, bro? Like, oh, you want to interview me? Dope. Like, let's talk about some cool stuff." But I'd never like, and I think even some like that is not like on camera or off camera Jake. Some of it's like, sometimes I do get in those modes of just like madness and like I just want to have fun and like make people laugh and be funny and entertaining. And I like watching myself like on videos, and sometimes
You watch back your videos?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
So you'll post a video and then you'll watch the whole thing. Do you watch it more than once?
Not more than once.
Okay.
No, just like one time, like fresh. Like sometimes I sit down, like we sit down like with the squad and like watch the videos, and so sometimes I'm watching myself and I'm like, bro, you're being boring right now. Like this vlog sucks, and I'm like, okay. I remember that. Like, I can get better at, like,
So you're studying.
Exactly. I'm studying myself and improving. So I think it's like I'm always trying to get better at being on camera and like doing the next funnier thing. Someone said to me too, actually, they were like, I forget what we did. I think we like blew someone's car up in a video. And like one of my friend's dads was like, called them and was like, "You guys are crazy. Like, when does it end? What's next? Like, what are you gonna do next? Like, when are you gonna run out of videos?" And that's like, it's. I always say like The Simpsons went on for 30 seasons. Like, I'm never gonna run out of ideas. But it's like, yeah, what is next? Like, how do we beat that? Like, I always want to beat myself, and my whole thing is like becoming better every day, bro. So I want to get better on camera every day.
Right.
You know,
Do you find a correlation between, like you say, when you watch back your videos and you're like, man, I was boring in that one. Do you find a correlation between the success of a video, or do you think that it doesn't really matter? Like, you'll watch back a video and see that one wasn't very good, but maybe it gets a lot of views.
Yeah.
Do you find a
it's
correlation?
Crazy. No, I'm super critical. Sometimes I'll be like, this vlog sucks, and it'll get like way more views than another one where I'm like, this is amazing. Actually, like 2 of my favorite videos are like, they still have a lot of views, but they're not like my most viewed videos.
Right. That happens to us too.
Yeah.
Every time.
Because like you never know what the audience is gonna eat up.
Yeah.
It's all every day it's different. It's like, what can I do here? Do I put like, do I talk about this? Do I, do I do this prank? How do I, so.
Well, before we get any deeper, I actually do want to talk about something that just came up this morning. You probably know what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not really familiar with the FaZe clan. I don't know them. I really don't know what they are. But just this morning, right?
Oh, yes.
Or yesterday?
Well, that's when it all like kind of got out.
Or when did you post your new video?
I posted it today.
Okay,
yeah,
so Jake posted a new video today where he basically accused the owner of FaZe, right? FaZe Banks.
I don't know.
So.
They all have on their bios.
They're all owners. Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. But.
So he's a FaZe guy. He's one of the FaZe owners. It's a collective. And basically saying that this guy choked out your assistant, and I saw her neck. It's completely
really
black and blue, bruised over. And it's been like, he's on Twitter saying that, he said, "You can't get much lower than this as a human. I have no words. This is way beyond internet beef at this point. I promise you guys I'm pursuing legal action to the highest degree in addition to my response video." What are your thoughts on that?
My thoughts are, like, I would never lie to my fans. This happened.
How would you know? I mean, how do you have that level of certainty where you're like, I'm going to put this in a video and fucking expose this guy?
So, like, there was multiple people there who saw it happen.
Right.
Obviously, she has a bruise on her neck.
A pretty
like you don't just get a
bruise
bruise from like getting hit. Like you have to be like like and not only that, FaZe was there. He admitted to it on DMs.
Yeah, I saw that.
He was like, "I was definitely there, bro."
Yeah,
and he said he was drunk.
Yeah.
He said he got into a fight that night, and he said he lost his phone. So clearly he was being belligerent, and he said he doesn't remember anything.
Yeah.
The only thing that I really want to say, furthermore to the point, like, it happened. The police are involved. My assistant has made a police report. Warwick, the club that they're at, has cameras, and because there's a police report,
so the truth will come out.
The truth will come out. That's all I want to say. I trust that the police are going to handle it. FaZe, whoever, the other people there can say whatever they want.
This isn't even beef anymore. This is just like straight up criminal
and that's why I wanted to make a video about it, because I wasn't trying to make it like this whole drama thing. To be honest, I hate drama. Like, I don't want to be beefing with anybody. But the reason why I made a video about it is to raise awareness in general for humans getting assaulted. Like, it is not okay at all. And it needs to be stopped. And if it wasn't my assistant, he could have kept on doing that and doing that.
The craziest thing about this story to me is that he didn't know who she was at the club. He just randomly, like, what? Am I right? Like, why did he start choking her out?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
She just walked by him or something, and he did that?
Yeah.
That's the story. He just started choking out a random girl. And it happened to be...
he wasn't trying to choke her out.
Or like it was like
he was trying to kiss her.
Oh,
he was trying to kiss her.
Oh,
it was like a come here, let me kiss you.
Wow.
That's how I do
the
it.
neck.
That's how I get my girls, baby. That's how I got Hila. Gave her a nice little chokehold, gave her a kiss, and the rest was history.
Yeah, no, but like seriously, it's like it's a problem, and that's why I wanted to make the video about it. But the police are gonna handle it like the rest of it's childish. Like the rest of the back and forth is childish. Like I didn't make that video to accuse anyone to do anything, but like the rest of like their responses, whatever it is, it doesn't matter because it happened.
Right.
Bottom line.
Okay.
There's cameras.
Well,
done.
it'll be interesting to follow the development of that. I was really surprised when I saw that. I'm like, God damn, buddy. We're just choking out women today.
When I saw the bruise, it's pretty serious.
Yeah.
Like, that doesn't just happen easily.
Well, I'm looking forward to his response video too. But basically, I was like, well, maybe it wasn't him. And then I saw Nip Crompton, God bless his soul.
England
is his city after all. Yeah. Love that that Englander. And he posted DMs they had from yesterday when he was admitting to being there, as you said. So anyway, we'll follow that as it develops. Regardless, you are a white boy from Ohio.
That's right. That's 100% a fact.
What's with that? What's with the white boy thing?
I don't even know. It's like you're in the studio and like the ad libs are coming.
Yeah.
And you're like, white boy, white boy.
Yeah.
Cleveland.
Right. Okay.
Gang, gang.
Okay.
I was trying to rap, dude. Like, I was trying.
Okay, so that's good. That's refreshing to see that, you know.
And I am from Ohio.
Do you think the song's good? Like, do you think the video? I don't mean that in a dickish way. I just think like.
I do think it's good.
Okay.
Yeah. I do.
It's catchy, that's for sure.
I mean, it's catchy, but I mean, you know, you made it in 3 days.
3 hours.
Oh yeah, 3 hours.
3
Sorry,
hours.
3 hours. Excuse me. Do people? Did you guys all write your lyrics for that?
No, dude, and that's why I feel so bad because I wrote Nick's part.
Oh, you wrote?
Yeah.
Wait, you wrote "England Is My City"?
Yeah, because he was so scared.
Oh my god,
yeah,
dude.
I messed up, bro. I messed
Holy
up badly.
Shit, that's fucking spicy, dude.
Because like,
well, first of all, okay, I admit. So, well, it's kind of a fuck up. I admit.
Yeah.
But he also fucking read it, presumably before he.
But he was so
it.
nervous. He was like, dude, I don't want to rap. He's the COO of Team 10. Like, he does all the business stuff. Like, we throw him in videos, and he's gotten sucked into being, like, one of the biggest memes of 2017.
God, he's the biggest meme.
Bro, like, he was like, I don't want to rap. I don't want to rap. And I was like, dude, you got this. It's going to blow up, bro. Like, people want to see Nick Crompton rap.
Yeah.
The Jake Paulers want to see this.
Right.
And they're like, all right, but I don't even know how to rap. I was like, I got you. I'm going to write this.
I love that.
And to be fair, dude,
I fucking love that.
like, dude, England is a city in like Arkansas or something.
Yeah, but that's not what you meant. That's not what you meant. But he's not from there. He's not from there.
I know.
You can't do that one.
It was a quick shield, man.
Yeah, that didn't work.
Yeah, I was
but
trying.
I mean, and then also in your defense, that meme is I mean, that's one of the reasons why that song was so prolific. You're selling merch with England Is My City. You're making money. You're
and
slamming.
God Church merch.
God Church,
Yeah.
baby. What is that?
What is that?
Give me what's up with the God Church?
Let me explain
Break
this.
that
All
one
right.
down. Yeah.
I just dropped some new merch, and
Yeah.
it's selling like a God, comma, church.
That doesn't make sense.
What is the church?
Because God's you
Sound like
you
a
learn
God.
about God in church.
Yeah.
I'm trying. 3 hours. No, it's not. It is not an excuse for that one.
I'm
You're right.
selling
You're
merch
right.
like
We
a
were
God.
actually trying to figure
Church.
it out because I was like, maybe we're
I
missing
just dropped some new
something.
merch, and it's selling like,
Like a God
church. But I'm not that good. I
I'm
had to
selling
say
like a God
church.
going to church because it's missing like
Yeah.
It's a great line though.
Yeah, and just made some merch about it. So
I know, I love
that's what
that.
I'm saying.
It's a thing now.
You gotta take the hate and just spiral it back.
Dude.
Like
Right.
people started calling me Jake the Snake. Merch, bro. I am Jake the Snake. Watch out.
Why do people call you Jake the Snake?
I don't know, bro. There was just a thing. My ex started calling me that,
Oh.
and then people just ran with it. You know,
Oh,
it
okay.
rhymes. It rhymes.
It does. It does rhyme. It's hard to get away from
I do
the
know rhymes. God,
Yeah.
merch church.
I'm not that deep into like because basically Team 10 House seems like almost like a fucking what's the name of that reality show?
The Big Brother.
No, the old one on MTV.
Real world.
Everybody's Real World.
Yeah.
It's just like an ongoing Real World. How's that? I mean, is that an apt comparison?
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. There's always
You guys all just bodily fluids. You're all
It's
What's
like
getting
a
in
frat
there,
house.
right?
It's like a frat house.
Yeah, all
That-
swapping. Yeah. So yes,
Frat.
essentially.
Yeah, it's pretty intense.
But
Yeah.
you guys are all under the age of 21, or how old are you now?
I'm 20.
Okay.
I don't even know. Yeah, it varies. It's like from 18 to like 24.
Hmm.
So
Okay.
yeah,
I'm curious. You started on Vine.
Mm-hmm.
You and your brother both were. Well, Logan was on Vine first, right? How did?
No. So I actually downloaded Vine the first day it came out and like was making videos on it. And I told my brother, I was like, "Yo, you're gonna like this." He downloads Vine and like starts making vines. Comes into the room one day and is like, "Bro, that camera angle sucks." And I was like, "What do you mean? I have more followers than you. Stop." I had like 60 followers, like literally 60.
Right.
And he had like 10. But he was the older brother, and I said it in front of his girlfriend at the time, and he was like, got furious. Like, we are competitive.
He got angry.
He got angry.
Ooh.
And so
Does he have an anger?
No, just like competitive.
He
like,
does. With you, he has a short temper.
Dude, we're so competitive with each other.
I was
Yeah.
wondering about that. So you found Vine first. Did you guys always want to be like entertainers?
We did it
Was
for
an
fun.
accident.
It
Yeah,
was an
okay.
accident, but we did it for fun. We did it since we were like 10. We were making videos.
So you found Vine first,
Hmm.
and then Logan came in after you. He fucking bit your style. He ripped off your whole game.
No. So we got into a competition on like who could get more followers.
Okay.
And,
And then he actually had more followers on Vine, right?
yes, for like the whole entire time at Vine.
Damn, boy.
But like, what's crazy about it is that like one of the videos that he made went viral, and he grew 5,000 followers, and I grew like 3,000.
Hmm.
And it's always been that exact ratio
Since then,
Since
he
that day,
exponentially
the
passed
60 to 100 ratio. Like if he has 5 million, I always had 3 million.
Do you think that he doesn't deserve the #1 spot in terms of the brothers?
Dude, I am so proud of him. Like he's amazing at creating content, and like he's so creative and always like pushing the ball forward. And I think he owned the Vine platform. And I wasn't as developed as a content creator then. I was only 16 and he was 18. By the time I was 18, my videos were better than when he was 18.
Ooh.
Yeah, and like by the time
So if it's just an age thing, if you were his age, if you guys started and you were both 18 years old, say you were twins. You would have beat him.
100%,
Yeah.
I'm better looking.
Yeah, okay.
I
Fair
mean,
enough.
that's half of social media,
That's all
right?
it is, right? Maybe that's why I'm not at 10 million yet.
So wait, what is
You guys-
it today? Because you're both on YouTube now, and you're both at what?
So
what subscriber?
dude, wait, I might hit 10 million like right now.
Here, I'll check the live.
Dude,
Jake Paul live subscriber count. Yeah, that's actually special to share that moment with
Would
you
I?
if you do. Let's see. You're at oh my God, you're 5,000 away.
Yeah,
Here, let's put
so-
it on the background. I'll
so
put it here, Jake, so you can watch it while we're.
dude, thank you so much. I need to film that when it happens.
Okay. Yeah, it's right there for you.
So what is Logan at?
Logan's at like 10.3.
Wait, he passed you?
Oh.
I thought you were the king on YouTube.
So, I think like the hate and stuff like hindered it a little bit.
Really?
And he took a lead, and he was like hating on me too. So everyone was like,
I
yeah,
know, I noticed
and coming
that.
on his side.
The Low Gang.
Yo,
It's all a game. It's all
he passed. Oh
it's all
my-
a game for him. So it's like,
He doesn't take it seriously, the hate you get. Do you think he
does.
capitalized it on a little bit instead of being
100%.
like sympathetic and be like, bro, I got you. You're like, man, maybe you took a little too much advantage of this.
100%. Yeah, which is fine, dude. Like
game.
that's the entertainment indry, right?
But he's your brother.
And but he's like 300. He's like 300,000 subscribers ahead. But like there was when I first started vlogging, he was past me. He has 40 days on me. He has 40 days of videos on me. And I'll be like one of the fastest, I think the fastest channel out of like a specific YouTuber to hit 10 million subscribers.
I'm gonna close this because I feel like none of us can stop looking at it.
But
But I'll pull it back. We're just gonna sit silently and watch. Dude, you're fucking gonna be there in like 5 minutes.
yeah, but like the thing is we always are like constantly passing each other. Like I remember at one point I passed him again, like around 5 million, and I was like 400K ahead, and then he came back for a second, and then I like blew him out of the water, and so it's like this constant back and forth. But I'm gonna pass him. Like, and I still get more views than him every day, so it's
Bro.
kind of weird. Like he has more subscribers, but I get more views, so it's
That
weird.
happens. That just
Yeah.
makes I think that just means you're making better content than him.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I don't know, maybe.
I mean, definitely. That's what you were saying in
Maybe.
between the lines, right? You're
All I
saying
know-
you're better.
We
No,
were
I'm
actually like beefing with each other on Twitter about it this morning, and we were like going back and forth. And like my ultimatum, like it's funny and it's like a brotherly competition. It's all just for fun. But like my ultimate thing is like I could just ask him how many subscribers he had when he was 20, and he'd
That's
be
the
like,
win. You always win
exactly.
with that.
I always will win.
Was there ever a moment when like you were getting all this shit and you're like, man, I wish. Like, does he ever call you and be like, bro, like when you were on the KTLA report, and he's like, man, what's up, dude? Like, chill out.
Tone it down.
Bro?
Yeah, tone it down, right?
I know Chris is coming.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
coming.
Logan did the same exact thing.
Really?
He was there.
He was there that day?
And he did the same exact thing. He was messing around with the camera, grabbing it, like going up into it and being like, what's up, like messing around. Cut him out. Framed me.
Wait,
framed me.
Why do you think they
Framed
did
me.
that?
Framed me.
Why did they do that? Well, we can ask him.
Because I think it was
Yeah.
about the
Team 10.
neighbor's
The neighbor.
story.
Right.
So that it would have made sense. But bro, he was involved in that. He got
Okay.
lucky, bro.
Well, so if you could go back in time and be like, I would rather this happen to Logan than me, would you do it over? Because you got a lot of attention from that.
I would not do it over.
You
I'm
wouldn't
glad
want to
it
deal with
happened.
that.
Here's why.
Wait, you would take it again?
I would take it again.
Yeah, okay.
Here's why. It got me to a point. So my goal, like since I've moved here when I was 17, was to be both traditionally media famous and social media famous.
Right.
Because my goal is to be like a huge movie star and doing like big movies.
Logan has the same goal, right?
Yeah, similar stuff.
I always hear him saying stuff like, I want to be the #1 entertainer in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's his goal.
Okay.
And so I knew at some point I needed to make a jump from social to traditional.
Right.
Which is why I got onto the Disney show. They were like, yo, you're not going to get paid a lot for this. Like, you're going to have to be there 5 days a week for like potentially 4 years, etc. And I knew that was going to help me boost myself into traditional media. So that adults, like I get into an Uber and the Uber driver's like, yo, like, what do you do? And it's like an older guy. And I'm like, oh, I make YouTube videos. He's just like, keeps driving.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm on Disney Channel. Oh, okay. Like, great. You know what I mean? So it's a difference of the two. And what the neighbor situation thing did is shed a light on to what I was doing and everything that I had going on.
Right.
And it made it so that, like, basically anything I do now gets picked up in the press. And, like, that's why the Kardashians are so successful because of all the drama
Right.
and all that stuff that they have going on.
So you kind of live by the classic saying of like, there's no such thing as bad publicity.
all press is good press.
Right.
And the thing is...
Unless you're choking out girls.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's
Not
terrible.
that you're doing
That's
that.
terrible.
Like, Faye,
No,
yeah.
that's terrible. But, like...
Although it works for Chris Brown.
The problem... No, but the problem
He
is,
beat
though...
the shit out of a girl. He's more famous than ever.
Yeah. That's it's bad. But
Yeah.
but like the problem is that not all press is good press if you're like actually that person.
Got it.
So the thing is like I'm not that crazy guy. The neighbors and people don't know the real story. Like so eventually the light will shine that like I'm not like this crazy guy jumping on like KTLA news.
Are the neighbors not actually mad though?
There's only like 3 neighbors. The ones next to us, the ones like across the street, and then like some down the street. When I went to go talk to these neighbors, a lot of them were like, "Oh no, bro, we're fans. Like, keep going, keep doing your thing." And so it's like the 3 neighbors, and I can understand, dude. Like, there's fans outside of our house at all times.
Yeah.
3 in the morning, 9 in the morning.
I just
midday.
saw. I have a friend who lives near you in the same neighborhood or near the Team 10 house, and he sent me this picture just from yesterday. And man, this was a long time ago, right? Like the story broke, and look at this picture just from yesterday. There's like a fucking mob outside. It's not a very
That's
well lit
crazy.
picture. But
Yeah.
you can see there's like 20 or 30 people
There's
out
like
here.
a line.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like
So it's still it doesn't seem like it's gotten much better for the neighbors.
we have done our best on what we can do.
Mhm.
All we can do is not like go outside and be like lighting stuff on fire and doing crazy stuff and being loud, which to be honest is like not even that big of a problem because none of that affects them. And we're not loud at night. It's just during the day while we're making videos or whatever. And we have asked again for our fans not to come to the house. But like we love our fans and they love us and they're gonna come. They know where we live.
Well, and then on the other hand, you guys like put it you put your address publicly.
No,
Yeah.
we
that-
didn't.
what was
Everyone
that?
thinks that.
Yeah.
Everyone thinks that we put our address like online for people to come, which isn't the case. There's a YouTube video like a while back, like right when I started vlogging, that says like I found the Team 10 address, and it shows like clips on like how he did it, and like I did a drone shot, and he like saw.
Oh, people are
store.
straight up Rain Man. They'll
Yeah.
find your address. So, to clarify, how did it get on
Google
as a business address? Because if you type Team 10, your address shows up and it says this business.
It's even got hours. Like,
yeah.
I don't even know. That's what I'm
And it
saying.
had like a bunch of reviews and shit.
And I think it's like fans or someone put it online.
Huh.
And the crazy thing about it,
Because I think that Google requires some kind of verification from like the address owner to list that.
I mean, dude, I don't know. And but I don't know how it got on there, but I do know that a while back, before any of the neighbor stuff even happened, when fans, like it was like 1 or 2 fans showing up, we tried to get the address off. We were like, who put this up? Let's get it down. Let's get it down. Let's get it down. Let's get it down. And like I still think it's up because like no one they like won't let us take it down.
Well, yeah, that will never go away.
Yeah, but now it's a thing where like people just know our address, and literally if you like type in Team 10 on your Uber account, like it'll take you to our house.
Oh my god.
God.
So kids will just put in like Team 10. It's
Does
bad.
it blow your mind that kids are showing up with their parents? Like that shocks me.
Yeah, it's the hardest part about it for me is like I want to take pictures with each and every one of them, but there's so many people that it would take like hours of my day every day to say hi
Yeah,
to
of
them.
course.
And so then like, and the whole situation sucks for us too because I leave my house and these kids like are there asking to take pictures, and I'm like, hi, sorry, I can't take pictures, like whatever. And then their parents are like, we drove here, you're a jerk, and I'm like, dude, no,
you came to my house.
Exactly. Like I feel like a zoo animal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's like welcome to the exhibit. Like they're outside of our house, like filming us, and it's just a bad.
Well,
situation.
knowing that you didn't put that address up there, I do feel bad for you. I heard this
But
once.
I guess you like us YouTubers, or I mean us and other YouTubers, we're usually so careful about showing any detail that may give you like a hint of where the house is, because we know that people will find it immediately. So I wonder if you guys were like new to YouTube and you didn't know that you should hide it more.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of just did
you were
it.
filming in the front yard. I mean, it would be easily identifiable, but I guess it's hard to predict that it would turn into such a circus there.
Yeah,
but
yeah, and we're trying to like move and stuff, so it's like
you're trying, but you're still living there.
yeah, we need it.
That's so great. Well, here's what I want to do. I want to take a short break. I want to come back in a quick 5 minutes. I have some questions for you. I want to talk about Team 10. I want to talk about all that and that stuff going on there.
Cool.
And I'm just going to do a quick thank you to our sponsors, and we'll be back after that. Do you want to go to the bathroom or get water or anything? I mean, you can sit here if you want. Whatever.
I want to get chips.
Okay.
I want to get chips.
All right.
I
So
like
cool.
chips.
Go chill for like 5 minutes, and then we'll be ready to go. Thanks, Doug. All right. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out and hanging with us with Jake Paul. Coming up later, we also have Chris Wolfe from KTLA, who's going to be sitting down and joining us about all this Team 10 fiasco. Pretty excited to sit down with all these guys, but so far I'm really happy. I mean, Jake, you know, God bless him. Give a quick thank you to our sponsors. First, we have a Naturebox, all right? Now, Naturebox is a online snack service. These guys make some bomb snacks. Take it from me. I'm a fat monster. You want tips about food, you know you can trust me. All right? Naturebox has 100 snacks that taste good and are actually better for you. They're all made from high-quality, simple ingredients, which means no artificial colors, flavors, or sweeteners, so you can feel good about what you're eating, which is good for me because I usually feel bad about everything I eat. I shame eat.
They are actually great snacks.
Dude, subbed up.
And they're healthy for you. Or I mean, at least they're not that bad. You know?
It's actually a great deal. You go on, they've got all these snacks, they update it. I'm telling you, it's killer. My favorites are the sriracha cashews, the coconut cashews, and let's not forget the jalapeno popcorn. Spicy hot. Guys, if you go to naturebox.com /H3, you get 3 free snacks with your first order. That's naturebox.com /H3. Thank you to Naturebox for sponsoring us. And next up, we have Undies, who makes the most comfortable underwear in the whole flicking planet. Soft and cushy. So when you're done gorging on the Naturebox, like I do, I'll sit and I'll eat 20 of them. They're like, this is healthy. You can feel good about that. I'm like, not at the quantity that I eat. I guarantee you'll feel bad if you eat as much as me, but it's so good you're going to want to. So I eat 20 Natureboxes, and then I'm like, I need some soft, flexible underwear to hold my obese body. And then I head over to Undies. Okay? I got some Undies here. It's so soft. It's so cushy. It's got design so you can express yourself. Nah. Most people, I don't show my underwear to anyone. The expression part doesn't connect with me personally.
I like it.
Ela likes it. Ela's like, you know what? You're really expressing yourself today. But it is the soft and it's the most comfortable. I'm telling you, you go pick this up. Your boys are going to breathe. Here, they wrote this copy that actually made me giggle. What was it? It's something about the jewels. Let's see here. I wanted to read this part. MeUndies is something about the jewels. Your junk is your most valuable jewels. Are you going to lock those in a vault?
Is that what they wrote?
I'm riffing. Are you going to put those in a vault under a key? Or are you going to just put them in your top drawer? I put my valuable jewels in the best place possible, and that's MeUndies, okay? And here's the deal. Get 20% off your first pair and free shipping by going to MeUndies.com/H3, my friends. It's a no-brainer. You get 20% off your first purchase with free shipping, and I'll tell you what, there's a 100% satisfaction guarantee. If your boys aren't fresh and flopping or secure, but whatever, comfortable, then you get a refund. I think you get your money back if you don't 100% love it.
If you don't like it, you can return it.
So guys, thank you so much to our sponsors. Head on over to MeUndies.com/H3 if you want to cradle your jewels with the best bank in town. If you're in the market for some snacks, considering heading over to Naturebox. Help support the show by supporting our sponsors. Thank you guys so much. All right, so here's what we're going to do. I think Chris is here, but I want to do one more segment with Jake. Do you want to take a break? Do you want to use the bathroom? Or you just want to hop right back in?
I could do either way.
So we're going to take a quick, 2-minute max break. Okay. I'm going to go say hi to Chris.
We'll be right back. Don't go.
So guys, don't go anywhere. This is just beginning, okay? Up next, it's going to be weird and wild. And by the way, thank you to all the Twitch Prime subscribers. You guys are the best. Be back in 2 minutes. Welcome back, everybody, to the H3 Podcast Live with Jake Paul. What up?
What's going down, my man?
So we basically left off. I wanted to ask you about Team 10. I'm fascinated by the whole thing. I've never seen anything like it on YouTube. It's like a YouTube boy band. You guys are like rappers. You're like, I've never seen an institution like this on YouTube. So first thing I want to ask you about is the merch, because the merch operation you guys have is bananas. How much volume? How many articles of stuff do you sell monthly?
For me, it's not about how much I sell. It's about I want each kid to have a piece of clothing that represents for my merch specifically is getting better every day, smiling every day, working harder every day. And because of that, I think it's turned into more of a movement. And I've talked to kids in schools, and it's literally oh, what piece of merch do you have of Jake's? What piece of merch do you have of Jake's? Where it's it's gotten massive. And basically anytime I meet a fan, they're they have merch on, and it's crazy.
That's powerful to connect on that level.
Yeah.
I have a friend of mine who ordered some of your merch, and he had mentioned that you hand delivered it.
That's right.
That's really nice. You do that for everybody?
Only Post Malone.
What were you thinking when you got that order and decided to go to his house with it? I'm just curious. Clearly you know this.
Yeah, I know the
store.
To that, I was there.
Yeah.
No, but I was so confused. I was okay, he talks smack about me on the H3 podcast. And then a couple of days later, tweets out that he ordered my merch.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, all right, what's going on here? Like, is he gonna get the merch and try and like burn it and like make a video about it? Is he gonna get the merch and like try and wear it in his next music video and like clown it?
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I need to go ask the man himself. And it was like a playful thing to me.
So in your head, you felt like it was more likely he did it for a meme.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna like mess with me or like be like, yo, like screw this kid with my merch on and like clown me. And I was like, I told my friends, I was like, yo, like we should go hand deliver this. Like this would be funny.
Mm-hmm.
But if he gets pissed and is like, no, you can't record this, whatever, I'm gonna totally respect that and be like, we can't even put any of this in the vlog. And so we were vlogging the whole thing with the idea that he was probably gonna be like screw you, go away.
Mm-hmm.
And like on our website and stuff, it's like it says like there's a privacy policy and like all this stuff, and it says like, you know, we need their address to be able to deliver it. And like,
but that's for the merch. Well, you don't deliver. You don't ship.
It's a fulfillment center, right?
Yeah.
But with like any of that, like,
did it never cross your mind that maybe it was inappropriate to take his address? I mean, in retrospect, do you think it was
retrospect? Yeah, in retrospect, I totally messed up. Like,
also, there's something a little bit presumptuous about being like, like I think you're gonna clown on me, and I'm entitled to confront you at your home about it. That was the part that kind of rubbed me. I think of all the things you've done, that's probably the thing that I think you deserve criticism for.
Yeah, no, I totally get it.
Do you agree?
In hindsight, like I messed up.
Yeah.
Like in hindsight, like I could have reached out to him and been like, "Yo, can I hand deliver this to you for my video?"
Right.
But I'm always like the one that like just goes for it, and like asks for forgiveness later or like thinks.
Do you think
about
that's
it later.
a character flaw, or you think that's a good thing?
I think it's a good thing.
Really?
The reason why it's a bad thing in certain situations, but in my life in general, it's been the reason why I have success. Because it could have been like, oh, I'm just going to sit here in Ohio and make vines. Or I'm just going to move to Los Angeles next week and become a movie star.
You're saying you're impulsive.
Not impulsive, but like I'm a go-getter.
Well, one, I don't know that I would equate those two things of being like a go-getter or maybe invading someone's privacy. And also like, so I know you filmed the front of his house, like the whole fucking thing, which was which shocked me as someone who really values my privacy. And then I saw on the vlog you said, like, did you tell him that someone was across the street filming from the car, like sniper?
No, but I did ask him. I was like, yo, are you cool if we vlog this?
Yeah, but that's like a far cry, right? From someone in the car filming the front of his house.
I don't think so.
Really, because you're at his doorstep with a camera there.
But I could have filmed. I could have been vlogging while I'm walking up to the doorstep.
I think it's like common decency to not show.
No, I agree. I messed up. I'm just saying, like, this is what was going through my head.
Right.
And when he was like, "You can vlog this," I was like, "Oh my god, this is going great." And he was so cool. He was like,
he's the nicest guy ever.
Right. And that was, I think, I don't know if it was your video or someone else's that was like, "Oh, well, he was just being nice." Totally get that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But how hard is it for him afterwards? If he like didn't want to be like no on his own property, how hard is it for him afterwards to hit me with an email, to hit me with a Twitter DM, to be like, "Hey, I thought about it. I don't want you to post that."
Well, he didn't.
I think the way I see it is that when you asked him, "Is it cool if we vlog this?" That's when the vlog started.
Right.
I think he didn't know that there was footage before it.
No, I was already recording. I mean, I had the camera.
No, because the camera was pointing down. You're like, "Can I vlog?" And then you like put it in his face.
And then he went to put on pants.
On.
Yeah.
You know, because it's like, oh, let me put on my pants if we're gonna film. It's kind of a weird. Anyway, the sniper shot from the car. I don't think that's implied.
I messed up. I'm sorry, Post. Sorry, dude.
Right.
I like your songs.
I don't mean to drill you.
No. I like to be drilled because, dude, the only way I can get better is by making mistakes, you know, and learning from them.
Mm-hmm.
And there's really no excuse, but like I'm just trying to paint a picture of like what was going through my head.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But then like the reception too was like you never heard from Post, I assume, right?
No.
But then like you never deleted the video, which is what I was expecting, and you put like a little blur that wasn't really effective. It was more like
I mean, you guys put that same blur in your video though. Like we blurred the whole entire thing.
You did it through YouTube.
Yeah.
And it was like just like a block. No, I blurred it in Premiere. I blurred the whole thing.
We went back in YouTube and blurred the whole thing too.
You can't really do that on YouTube. It's just like a block that covers the house, and then the rest is visible, right?
Pretty much.
Well,
I
anyway.
don't remember the blur. Yeah.
I don't know, but yeah. I mean, we blurred it as much as possible, and I know other people were using like the footage so that like we're all in the same boat there with the blurred footage.
Not really. Anyway. All right, let's move on. Forget about this.
Are you mad at me?
I'm not mad. No, I'm not mad.
Don't be mad.
I just feel like you're not being real about it in a way because it's different than what you're saying that what I did is the same as what you did. And that's patently not true.
No, but you were like, you blurred the footage in a little block, but we went back and like blurred the whole entire thing.
The video editing software on YouTube sucks. You can't really blur it. The only way to effectively remove that footage would be to remove the video.
Which I can't, bro.
Why?
It's every day, bro. You know how...
Do you have like superstitions about like doing a video every day?
Dude, like it's my catchphrase, bro. Like I can't.
Well,
like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And furthermore,
there's no reason you would ever delete a video.
No, I would, but not
for that.
Not for that, because we blurred the whole thing, and it's like, and not even that, but even the parts that we did blur, that was the only revealing part of it. Like, people have no idea where he lives. Like.
I kind of want to pull it up, but I don't know if it's worth getting into that deep into it.
I don't think.
All right, let's move it on.
Yeah.
Anyway, whatever.
And I would have YouTube edited, like cut out the whole entire thing, but after a certain amount of views, you can't cut it out.
Yeah, I know that.
So it was either delete or
shitty blur.
Yeah, shitty blur.
Okay. I mean, when you compromise someone's like privacy, I feel like doing that gesture of erasing it would have been the right thing to do instead of being like, I have to upload every day and this video is still getting views, so I need to do a shitty blur and keep it up, even though it might compromise a stranger's privacy who I showed up at his house and he never asked me to. Like I feel like of those two options, that's the right choice. And like leaving it up with a shitty blur is like, yeah, that's just my point. That's all.
Again, if he was like, "Yo, can you delete that video?"
Yeah, he never reached out to you.
If he was like, "Yo, can you not post that? Can you delete it?" I would have done it. But the man himself never did it. It's kind of like the neighbor situation almost.
Right.
It's like everyone was, like they used KTLA to talk to me.
That's interesting. Yeah, they never actually.
And I know Post talked to you and Keemstar about it, right? But like he never talked to me.
Yeah.
So it's like if he was like, "Yo, delete the video," even now, if he hit me up now.
Yeah.
Like, Post is your open invitation, but like I guarantee
Fair
no one's
enough.
gone to his house. Guarantee. Because of that video.
You can guarantee it? I guess we'll find out. Well, anyway, I don't think it's a huge problem for him. I'll tell you that.
It's not that he asked us to tell you. That's just.
No, he didn't. Yeah. He never was like, "Yo, make this video about,"
No.
Yeah.
I thought he did text me right after you came to his house and he's like, "Jake Paul just showed up at my house. What the fuck?" But just for clarity for you, he wasn't. It didn't cause much problems for him, and he never did ask you to erase it. So, just being fair to you on that one. So anyway, let's move on past that. So tell me, Team 10. As we were getting into that, we took a little bit of a fucking segue off that, baby.
Happened.
Took a fucking path off that. Tell me about like your rationale for like establishing Team 10. Was it you're the CEO, right?
Yeah. So basically, my goal with like all of the social media stuff that I do is like to innovate and take it to the next level and do stuff that's never been done before. And I saw this flaw when I first moved to Los Angeles that like no social media creators were like down to help each other. They were, but they weren't. You know what I'm saying? Like it was every man for himself. And I was like, that's a flaw. Like everyone on social media should be helping themselves, helping each other, collaborating, and being like a family, and everyone will grow from it. But instead it was like, oh, I have 10 million and you have 9 million. I can't collaborate with you. But then this 10 million person would want to be like, I want to collaborate with the 11 million person.
Right.
And so it was a very flawed system. And so I was like, all right, I want to create this team and find like young creators and help them blow up their careers And then from there, we're just going to continue to do that and do that and do that. And it's going to become, it has become the most powerful team on the internet.
It's impressive what you guys accomplished. Like, I can't fucking lie about that.
Thank you.
So you created it along with some investors, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know much about the investors, but like essentially, how did you guys come? How did you meet them? How did you come together? Because they invested like $1 million, right? To get it started.
Yeah. So I raised $1 million from investors to start off the company. And I'm very like entrepreneurial.
Mm-hmm.
Like I can sit down with anyone and have a conversation. I'm friends with like some of the biggest business people that there are in like the space, and I basically just started hustling and finding investors and doing like the whole startup route of like starting a company from ground zero. And basically I told them, I was like, yo, I'm going to take these people, grow them like crazy. And then from that, we're going to have content. We're going to work with brands. We're going to, sell products, merchandise. We're going to, have videos on YouTube, blah, blah, blah. And it took up a ton of my time. There was like a 6 months there where like I was starting Team 10 where like I wasn't making like any content. But I knew that in the long run, I was going to create an empire versus like just being by myself.
You feel like that's come to fruition now after all the work you put in?
100%. Because like the example I use is like people are like, oh, Logan passed you. And I'm like, no, I'm the owner of like over 80 million followers online, so he really didn't. And like Logan has to keep on vlogging. Like I could stop vlogging right now, and I have 17 other people that are creating content on a day-to-day basis. So
in your like brand or whatever.
Yeah, under Team 10.
So are you partners with the investors? Basically, this was your idea, and then you went out to find investors.
Yeah.
So what do you do with $1 million with like to start Team 10? Like what'd you do with that money?
Yeah, so it was like hiring employees because it was becoming to a point where like I was doing so much stuff. I needed to like hire lawyers, start the whole business, startup expenses. Yeah. Part of it like pays for the Team 10 house. We have like 5 employees.
You guys own that house?
No, we rent it.
Okay.
We rent it, yeah.
Interesting. Does that landlord must hate you guys?
No, he loves us.
What?
Yeah.
There's like spray paint. People are writing on the walls.
Bro, I don't know. He just loves us. And like,
what a trip.
I don't know. It's the weirdest thing ever.
Can I ask what's the rent there?
It's like $18,000 a month.
I guess that's why he loves you.
Yeah.
Damn, boy.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, you can fucking trash the place at that price level.
Yeah, it's expensive. But
it's a big house though, in an expensive neighborhood.
Yeah, exactly. So, but yeah, and then part of it is like we're working on like different tech stuff, and different like products that we want to launch.
Right.
And it's only been like a year of Team 10, so it's kind of been this like crazy year. But yeah,
how's the business work? Like, what is the model? Like, what's the business model? Do you guys take a cut from everyone who's in? Like, like you take like a management fee or something from people who join the team?
Yeah. So think of it like a record label.
Right.
We call ourselves a social media label. A record label finds a young artist. Sometimes they have 0 followers, whatever it is, and they take a percentage of their career in exchange for, all this promotion, whatever it is, like the benefits, working with brands, relationships, all the setup, there's a lot that the talent benefits from.
Well, you market them too.
Exactly.
A lot.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the biggest one, I think.
Mm-hmm. My goal is like, I want to be like Dr. Dre. Like he had this big audience that he used, and he would sign like younger artists and teach them how to make music, and then market them to his audience. Out comes Eminem, 50 Cent, Snoop Dogg, Tupac. Right. And then he uses that collective to launch Beats by Dre. So it's almost like I'm doing the same thing, but in social media.
So how many people are in Team 10 right now?
I think there's like 15. 16.
Oh, so the 10 is completely
The 10
irrelevant.
stands for 10. There's 10 digits and $1 billion. I was like, yo, I'm going to get this to $1 billion.
All right. Yeah. There you go.
So I'm ambitious, but...
How close are you? Probably
to $1 billion?
Yeah.
Not close. $1 billion's a whole other league.
Yeah.
Like,
not many people get there.
Yeah, like it's hard to get to $1 billion, but over time, like I know we're gonna get there one day. Like nothing.
Is that your goal? You want to be a billionaire?
One of my goals. Yeah, I have a lot of goals. I want to be
What
the
are your other
world's.
ones?
I want to be the world's youngest billionaire. Yeah.
It's lofty.
Who is the current?
Yeah, I wonder
The
who the
current
current one.
Spiegel of Snapchat.
How old is he?
26.
Oh my God, you don't have
Whoa.
much time, dude.
6 years?
I mean,
6 years. Look
that's
at
billion's a lot of money, dog.
Yeah. No, but
You're gonna
bro,
have to start. Like, how do you act realistically get to $1 billion from where you are now?
I mean,
You need some crazy shit.
no.
So how do you get there?
Do you have a business plan?
Yeah, what's your
Yeah,
business?
no,
plan?
100%, bro.
This
Like
is Shark
just
Tank.
just based
Yeah.
off of like Team 10 alone and the like merchandising and the relationships that I have and implement and like investing money into like different startups and real estate and the different tech things that we're working on. Nothing's impossible.
Oh shit! Wait.
Am I
are
about
you-
to hit 10 mil?
Yeah, I forgot to check it.
Not
We still have some time.
Getting close.
bad.
We're getting there. You're definitely gonna hit it while you're here. That's pretty special.
That's lit.
I'm not gonna let you leave until I'm. I need to share
Until
that
you're
moment with
here.
you. I want to hijack that moment from you.
No, that's dope.
No,
but I'm all for like I mean, look what's happened in just the past year. Like everything I've done in the past year has 10x'd, you know? So
Right.
it's like what can happen next year and the year after that. And so if I get better and better and I'm doubling or quadrupling what I'm doing every single year,
Yeah.
in 6 years, who knows where it could be.
When you hit a Billy, dude, just hit me up, man. I'll fucking mow your lawn or some shit. I'll clean your pool or whatever you need, man.
All right, I got you.
I'm not planning on this lasting too much longer for me.
I mean,
Anyway.
that's kind of that's negative.
No, I'm kidding. But seriously, dude, just hit me up anytime you need some
I got
shit.
you, bro.
What are you looking for when people join Team 10? Like, how many people are you always accepting applicants? You have 15.
No,
Do you limit it?
Yeah, I think it's limited. I think the
Or is
biggest
it
thing
just
is
when you find someone great, you bring them in?
Yeah, more so that, and it's like we're a family. Like,
Is
we're
there
like
anyone on Team
brothers.
10 where you're like, man, everyone fucking hates this guy? That was a huge mistake.
I mean, those are just the people who aren't in it anymore.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
You guys kick people out. How many people have you kicked out?
2.
Fuck those guys, right?
I'm not saying that.
No, I'm
they
just
can,
kidding.
yeah, they can do whatever they want. Obviously, like, I won't even get into it.
Yeah,
Just,
that's
like,
fine. That's fair.
just
I didn't even
call
know.
me
who they-
irrelevant.
Yeah, that's fair.
What?
They call you irrelevant? What'd you
No,
say?
no, nothing. I just
Okay. Ooh, everybody. Some beef here, buddy.
no
Well, whoever they are, they probably didn't choke out a girl. So.
sips tea.
Oh shit.
What? I don't even know what we're talking about anymore.
So let me see. You live in the Team 10 house full time?
Yep.
Damn. You don't have a second house where you were like, I don't want everybody waiting for me at my house. You have the master bedroom, right?
Yeah, but like it just filled with merch. Honestly, it just filled with
Why?
merch. Cause dude, we have so much merch, and then we just put the racks in, and then everyone takes it every day and just wears it, and then we shoot it at people and throw it out to fans. And stuff.
Oh, because you're actually you're not selling the merch in your house. You're just like fucking
to
whatever.
Exactly. We like anything goes. Like sometimes I'll literally just take like a trunk full of merch and just hand it out to fans that are like randomly in the
Just
streets.
God,
They
that
need
merch situation is bananas. Who sells more merch, you or your brother? Because I know Logan has an insane merch operation too.
Yeah, it's I know I do.
Well, you have
But-
a whole. I guess you have a lot more people, right, selling it.
Well, just me and Logan.
Individual.
I know I do, but it's like some days it's back and forth,
Mhm.
but overall, and I've been selling it like a month or 2 longer than him. So overall, I know I've sold more, and we talk about it sometimes. But we're basically going like head to head like every single day. It's crazy.
It's got to be interesting to have your brother as your like biggest competitor. Do you consider him a competitor?
I mean, as far as like YouTube is concerned, and like I don't mean like this to sound cocky,
Yeah.
but like he's like my only competitor.
Hmm.
It's like 1, 2, and who's 3. You know what I mean?
What is it about him that makes him your competitor? You mean like a fast-growing vlogger, or you mean PewDiePie? Everybody, nobody's on your level.
I would just say like innovating the game,
Right.
not even the numbers wise, like
Right.
but like creating content on a day-to-day basis,
Mhm.
because that's the new way of YouTube. You have to do every day.
Bro,
Yeah, exactly.
obviously.
And on it. So people who create content every single day, that narrows it down to a small bucket.
True.
And then people in there who are going viral, like more than 5 million views a day, there's really nobody.
No, there's not that many.
And so that's what I mean. And I think another thing on top of that too is like, I think it's gotten to a point where it like has become mainstream, like what we're doing because of the like how fast we've grown. And so, it's just like a whole nother level. Like moms will come up to me and like dads will be like, my kid watches you every single day, or I bought him the merch, or I bought, like they know of me because of that.
Do you think it's sustainable, the hustle? Because me and Hila tried doing daily videos for like a month, like a couple years ago, and it was the worst month of like our lives, man. It was miserable.
Yeah.
And everyone I know who does daily videos hates it.
Yeah.
And I know you're juggling so many things at once. You're making daily videos. Is it sustainable? Like, how do you feel actually about it?
100% sustainable.
Really? For how long do you see yourself doing everyday videos?
I think it's until there's a reason business-wise that I can't. Meaning if I like get a big movie role and they're like, you can't film on set, so that's the only thing that would stop me.
But so if you got a big movie role, you would still daily vlog, just not when you're on set, and then maybe you have to skip a day. Is that what you're saying? Or you would stop completely?
No, I would still I wouldn't try to do anything. I would do like what is good content for people to watch. Like if I could film a vlog still in a day while I was on set shooting a movie, and it's a good piece of content that I'm happy with, then I'm gonna put it out. But if it's not good, then I'm not gonna put it out.
Yeah, got you.
But if the movie set would let me film on set, then it'd be easy.
Right.
Like I did it on Disney. Literally, people don't realize that like I was there at 8 a.m. and left at 5 p.m. every day, like for the majority of my whole entire like past 300 something days of vlogging.
Wow.
And so I'd get home at 5 and be like, "Let's go!" Like, turn it on.
So we have.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, it's almost to a point where it's like I want more because like I don't know. I just like.
You want to make more.
Yeah.
Fuck, go 2 videos a day? Markiplier does that.
Yeah, but those are gaming videos, so it's like game and then post. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's
it's different.
I mean, yeah, you
It's
just kind of.
different.
So anyway, Chris just walked in from KTLA.
Cool.
Have you spoken to him since the incident?
No.
Okay.
Not at all.
Cool. It's going to be interesting. Yeah. So Chris is here. We're going to take another short break to say what up to Chris and get all situated. Hang back for another short 2 minutes, and we are coming back with 2 legends. We're going to dab on the haters.
What are those?
And yeah, stick around, guys. We'll be back in 2 minutes. Welcome back, everybody, to the H3 podcast here with Jake Paul, Hila Cloners, and our new guest who just sat down with us, Chris Wolfe of KTLA, who broke the original story with Jake, who was gracious enough to join us today and have a little... I say intervention, but that's a joke. It's not intervention.
There's a rendezvous.
Yeah, it's a rendezvous. It's more of a rendezvous. But you had something first that you wanted to share with us?
Yes. There were a lot of requests. Shoes.
What are those?
Hey.
Actually, I
These are the ones.
have those in my notes to ask you what are those.
Bostonian
They're
shoes.
Bostonians.
Yeah.
They're great. I wasn't
nice.
insulting you.
Well, it's a meme. You know that.
It's
Right?
yeah.
Okay.
I found that out shortly
Yeah.
thereafter.
Oh, you didn't? Okay.
I didn't know at first.
Okay.
But, I had to run with it,
But
because
it's
I came out of the story with the cameraman on my shoes saying, I don't think he liked my shoes.
That
But,
shot was
Dude,
iconic.
you guys edited it perfectly.
Yeah, it was so
That
funny.
dramatic pan to your face. I guess you didn't like my shoes. So good. Well, thanks for joining us here today.
Thanks for having me.
Essentially, we're here to talk about the neighbor situation with Team 10 that surrounded that initial reporting you made. And the neighbors aren't here, but I guess you're familiar with a lot of them. You know about the situation there, so you're kind of representing them a little bit in this conversation. So I suppose my first question is like, how did you, get involved in this story?
Interestingly, it's not like people called me up and said, "You got to put this on TV." Oh my God! A lot of times that's what we get. You got to do this story. You got to cover this story. You got to put it on TV. And we don't take anything lightly. We consider every story very carefully. It's usually a consensus with our bosses and coworkers, and it's sitting around a table and discussing the whole issue. I was originally approached by, we'll just say someone close to the story, a person or persons in the neighborhood. They simply wanted me to be a moderator at the meeting between the neighbors and the city officials.
Okay, so hold on, let me stop you right there.
Yeah.
So there was a city town hall meeting
Correct.
dedicated about the Team 10 chaos.
Right.
Did you know that?
Yeah, we did. We tried to attend it.
Oh my God, were you gonna vlog it?
No. We were just wanting to see like what people were doing, what was going on. We want to be involved in the drama too, so that we could help fix the situation.
Right.
But we couldn't find out like the info on it.
Yeah.
Because Jake, okay, so and so you moderated that.
They
event.
even kept a lot of it secret from me too, because
Really?
once I did the story, no, I did not moderate it. What happened was, while I was interested, and the reason is journalists are always used as moderators for debates,
didn't know that.
presidential debates.
I guess I guess I did know that.
Presidential debates, town hall meetings, they typically use journalists as moderators. So that's why they approached me. They knew of my work, and I was approached to do that. And while I was interested, I said, now explain to me, though, the reason for this meeting, this forum. And they told me about the situation in the neighborhood. And I said, well, this sounds like a news story. I think it's a valid news story. And I would like to cover it and talk to all the parties involved. You, the neighbors, anyone that wants to talk to me, I want to hear what you have to say. And I felt it was a good story. So a few days later, I pitched it to my supervisors at KTLA, and they agreed. They said, it's a really good story. Go. Get your photographer, get your news van, go out to the neighborhood. And we did that Monday in mid-July. I had no idea what to expect. I really didn't. I was not too familiar with you, but interestingly, when I looked you up, I remembered that you had been on the morning show.
Yeah.
And turns out you had been on our morning show in June of 2016, about a year earlier,
Full
promoting
circle.
something.
Oh,
so I
man.
remembered that. And I was like, and in all fairness, and I said that in my story, I said, we've had Jake on as a guest on our morning show. And I don't know what you were promoting, maybe YouTube or Disney, Bizarre Bark or something.
Yeah, I think it was Disney at that time.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And so, I went there. I went to the neighborhood. I did approach a lot of the neighbors. They did say they were very upset with the situation, but the vast majority did not want to go on camera. Maybe they were concerned about repercussions or
Can I ask
retaliation.
you,
Yeah,
how many neighbors did you speak to? Because how many neighbors do you have immediately?
A lot.
A lot.
Okay,
yeah. I was going door to door. I was
you're
seeing
like, hey,
neighbors
I'm from
walking. A
KTLA.
lot of the neighbors came out because they saw the news van there, so
Right.
they would just come out. And I would say, hey, we're doing a story. Do you want to talk? They would tell me how they felt, but they would say, we're not going on camera.
Yeah, which makes sense.
Right.
So most of the people or all the people you talked to had a problem with the Team 10 house?
Yes.
Because-
No one said, oh, we don't have, because I would have used that. If one neighbor had said, Jake is getting a bad rap, I don't think he's a bad neighbor, I would have used that too. I'm there to collect everything I can.
It's crazy because when I talked to them, I went door to door as well.
Yeah.
And like 3 to 4 of them were like, no, like I hate you. Then literally I would go.
Wouldn't even talk to you.
I started off my conversation with them. I was like, hey, we're here. We want to make things better. And like that's how I started the conversation. And a lot of them were like, no, dude, like you're fine. Like it's all good.
Yeah.
Like I'm not that mad. Like yeah, this has happened, but like I understand where you're coming from. So I don't know.
So that's
Oh,
interesting.
snap.
Yeah, I'm just pulling that up for you.
Wow.
Everybody's doing a meme on you where they unsub when you're about to hit it.
They're doing a meme on me.
Well, yeah, like when you're about to hit a big milestone, people unsubscribe just to fuck with you. You know what I
On
mean?
people in general.
Because it keeps going up and down.
Oh,
Interesting.
You'll get there.
hopefully.
It just stays there
Career
forever.
ends.
It's really interesting. So you talked to all your neighbors, and 50% said, "I have no problem with you," and then that's weird. While I wonder if they just didn't want to confront you about it.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
I mean, maybe they were just like, get it away from me. But
Yeah.
and I think the thing is that a lot of them like are saying that they have a problem with me, when the problem is the fans
Right.
outside. That's what's causing all the problems: the safety, the traffic, the noise.
right.
They're chanting.
Right.
They're Jake.
I guess they
Paul,
blame
Jake.
you though for bringing that into
Exactly,
their
but
neighborhood.
because they think because of those things, they think I put the address on there. They think that I invite them there when I act. In actuality, I've tweeted, "Don't come." I've vlogged, "Don't come."
There was that one incident where you like recorded them and accused someone of like taking the bolts out. But let's touch on that later, because I want to continue where you left off.
Sure. So yeah, a lot of them did not want to go on camera. They just said, we really are upset with him and the situation here and the whole, Team 10 house, but we don't want to go on camera. So they didn't. Even, I believe, right next door to you, Jake, there's an elderly couple. I knocked on their door. They had like the outer wrought iron door open with the, closed, but then the main door open, and I could see them sitting in their living room. And I knocked. I said, hello, I'm Chris Wolfe from Channel 5. I'd like to talk to you. And they said, no, thank you. We really don't want to talk, but thank you. And politely declined. And that was pretty much what I got. And one man did go on camera, but did not want his name or face released. Right. So I used a short clip from him, his voice, when he said, we're neighbors and we're fed up. That was one clip that I used from him. And then Maytal, the woman in the initial story, was the only neighbor.
I'm sorry to cut you off rudely there. Jake was asking if you can grab his camera because he's right about to hit 10 million
Uncle Nathan,
which is kind of a big milestone.
That's big.
So
where's YouTube? I need my diamonds.
I can never deny that request as a YouTuber myself. Although I don't know that you're ever going to hit 10 million. Because that is just...
Oh, look at it.
It's gone up and down like thousands in this brief moment.
Well, when it does, I guess. I mean,
you can just close the door and hang until it... So anyway, you can. I think we're going to be here all day, so... You can continue.
Maytal was the only one that would go on camera, who was in the initial story that said, I feel like it's a war zone. We're families. We just want a peaceful, quiet street.
Right.
She was the only one I could find that was willing to go on camera. So, of course, I used that. Yeah.
So did it surprise? Yep, it's kind of hard. I think Jake's just laser
about to hit it.
Oh! There it is.
Oh!
That looks good. It's gonna.
Oh, snap! It's gonna drop back down. Lose it. I want to vlog with it. Let me see.
Right,
no, you're good.
No,
you're clean.
Yo! Oh my gosh! Oh, I almost knocked down the TV. Yo! Wow, you're Jake Baller's. Hey.
So convenient that you have a giant monitor to celebrate with.
I know. Thank you guys so much.
Of course.
Thank you so much.
Glad
I never
to
thought
celebrate
I'd
with you.
Yeah. Jeez.
Well, dude, congratulations, man.
Thank you.
All right, we can focus again.
Uncle Nathan's in the corner. Take the vlog. Take the vlog.
As I've said, love or hate you or think you're okay, appreciate the hustle. You earned that 10 million for sure.
Thank you, dude.
Congrats, dude.
I appreciate that.
So
now, YouTube, where's my plaque?
Yeah,
I need it.
You'll get it in a year.
They take it back though if you cross because you're going back under now.
Oh no!
You're going back under. They'll take it back.
Oh,
are you good?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, yeah, you're good. Thanks, dude. So anyway, oh my God, dude. All right, I'm gonna remove this.
Remove
No,
it.
don't go back.
All right, let's take this off the screen. It's 10.
Man.
You're good.
That's good.
You're good.
I can't see it.
We
now,
can
so
go.
just
We can
add it.
revisit.
Yeah, we'll revisit at the end. See where you're at. So, were you surprised when Chris rolled up with his van and with this whole story about how the neighbors are all upset? Because you had talked to them before or after, Chris?
Before I was in conversation with them for a while. Just like face to face stuff though, like they would and it was always them saying something to me or coming over and knocking on the door and being like, "Yo, you can't do this," or "Get them out of here." Or
so that's how you knew that there was some beef to begin with because they were coming over and telling you to keep it down.
Yeah, exactly.
They ever call the police?
All the time.
Okay.
Yeah, that was their go-to thing.
So were you surprised when Chris rolled up in his van?
Well, I didn't know. We didn't know what you wanted to talk about.
Right.
I think the only thing you said to someone was they want to talk to you about the neighbors.
Yeah.
And so someone came into the house and was like, "Yo, Jake, KTLA is outside. They want to talk to you about the neighbors." And so I was like, "Oh, this will be fun."
You know, what's interesting? At first, the female security guard who was out front, she went in and she came back out. She said, "They're not going to talk." That's what I heard. And I said, "Okay, well then, we tried."
Right.
And honestly, that's what I thought. So we went back toward the front of the house with the fans. And within 5 minutes, that's when you ran out. And I was like, okay, I guess he is going to talk.
Here we go.
And here we go.
Let's go.
Here we go.
What were you thinking when you saw Jake climb over the van like a maniac? Were you like, this is some good footage right here?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I was surprised. And, we don't recommend that. And you shouldn't. It's dangerous.
You
and
have
there's
to
a
say
lot
that.
of equipment up there. And you could
but
get
in your
hurt
mind,
or you could damage
climb.
the equipment.
You're like, climb.
Well, you know what makes
You wanted me to climb.
You know what makes good TV.
You're like, don't do it, but in your mind, you're like,
I don't. Yeah, no. And believe me, there have been situations where a lot of the protests in the streets that we've covered in downtown LA near City Hall, where people jump on the vans and start. Not the first time, and that is a frightening situation. But
oh yeah,
I mean that is definitely scary. and or they're trying to vandalize the vans, smash the vans, or put graffiti on the vans, that's a very, very dangerous situation. But you were up there. I thought you were just doing. It's interesting. Some people said we can't believe he was disrespecting your job like that, and I said I don't think he's disrespecting my job as much as he's doing his own, which is to be sort of outrageous and whatever, and jump up on a news van. And
that's what I said earlier.
Please come down, and you did. You got down. So.
Yeah, well, that's what I said earlier. Like, if someone doesn't know me, they're like, "This kid is the worst." But like anyone who like was a subscriber, they're like, "This is the funniest thing I've ever seen." Like, only he would do this. Yeah. So,
did you guys expect the coverage of this story was insane?
Never.
I have a list like in locally it was covered everywhere, but internationally you've got the Daily Mail, you've got New York Times, Vanity Fair, Cosmopolitan, and I mean I saw like Seth Rogen tweeting about it. Did you see that shit?
Yeah,
he's not happy with you. Seth Rogen was going in hard.
Yeah, I mean, I mean the biggest thing like people were hitting me out. They're like, "Bro, Seth Rogen just tweeted about you."
Right.
Like, dude, what are you gonna do? And everyone was like, "Dude, are you worried?" And I was like, dude, who made Seth Rogen? Seth Rogen. Who made The Rock? The Rock. Who made Kevin Hart? Kevin Hart. Like, no one makes anyone else. So I think his tweet was like, I'm not going to have any part in helping him become a movie star. And I was like, dude, you have no say over that. Like, like you made yourself, I'm making myself. Like, yeah, if you're a producer on a movie, you could be like, screw this kid. But like, he's not gonna be like that. Like, I mean, he's gonna see the light in like who I am further down the line. I'm gonna have to prove it to anyone. Like, I'm gonna have an uphill battle now against like people who hate Jake Paul. Right. But obviously it was like, I mean, it was like a stunt, and like that's not who I really am.
Yeah. Well, what was your impression after you came out and you finished? You were done filming and you were in the van going back to the station or wherever. What were you thinking after you got that footage? Did you have any expectation of like, damn, this is gold?
Oh, I knew. Yeah, I knew it was TV gold. I mean, I knew it was a great story, and I was glad that I got all the parties and I could talk to Jake and say, look, this is what the neighbors are saying. What is your response? And I got his answers to my questions, and I got the neighbors' reaction. So I felt that it was a solid, complete story.
What'd you think
And
about...
I knew it was TV gold, but I never I don't think anyone expected it to go viral the way it did. And within a couple hours, I think we were on the front page of the Daily Mail in London, in Europe. And then
crazy.
The next morning, someone said, oh my God, Chris, they pulled it up on their desktop, and there it is, front page of the Daily Mail. That's when I knew. I was like, oh, this is going viral.
What did you think about Jake afterwards? Because he was putting on an act and a stunt. Like,
he was.
What are those? Like, what did you think about Jake when you left?
I didn't think, and I don't think you're a bad person. I really don't. Never did. I mean, I've dealt with the best of society. I've dealt with the worst of society. Convicted killers on death row in Florida, in Stark, Florida. So I know what evil and bad is. So I never thought that you were that. I just thought you, I guess I felt that the situation in the neighborhood is very difficult. And a lot of the neighbors simply feel that their sanctuary, their homes have been violated with this presence and these fans and this noise and everything else. And I, as a person, as a journalist, but as a person first and foremost, I wish the best for everyone. I think you're a brilliant entrepreneur and you're brilliant at branding and, like you said, selling yourself. And more power to you for that. And this is the land of the American dream, and you're following and building yours, and all of us hopefully are.
Yeah.
And
thank you, man.
But I think there's got to be a good resolution, and I would hope that everyone can live peacefully. The neighbors get their community back and peaceful, and you can do what you want to do. And
you seem to be of the state of mind of like, well, we tell our neighbors not to come. We're in the house, we tell our fans not to come. We're respectful in our house and our property. What can we do, right? Do I summarize your?
Yeah, and I think the answer to it, and I've like met with the neighbor, the one neighbor who's like, teeing up like their whole meetings and stuff like that, and we talked about it like for a good 45 minutes, and the only solution to it is for us to move. That's really it. The fans aren't going to listen when I tell them not to come.
Yeah.
Right.
They're going to come.
The cat's out of the bag, so to speak.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah. Jake Paul is the strongest family out there. I said it on the interview. I'll say it again, Deb.
He did.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like they're going to come. They're gonna come.
So dabbing isn't like a solution to dealing with the situation, though.
No, it's not.
Okay.
No, unfortunately.
Sadly, some things can't be resolved by dabbing.
Yeah.
So you guys are actively looking to move, though.
Well, we've tried to move even before you guys came.
Yeah.
I can imagine people don't want to let you move into their house.
That's the problem we're dealing with.
They're like, "Who are you?"
We have to go through like
You're
an
the guy from the
alias.
news.
Yeah, we have to go
Fuck
through like
no.
an alias. Even before that, we had to go through an alias like of someone else's name that like isn't affiliated with us, but like it's still gonna live there.
They're
so
gonna
it's,
be
like,
pissed
weird.
though when they're like, "Wait, who's living in my house?"
I don't think so because in our new house, like you mentioned earlier, like we're not gonna show our address. We're not.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
better.
Yeah, we're gonna be so careful, like
Yeah.
buttoned up. Like we learned our lesson. So yeah, and I want to apologize too. Like if I was being disrespectful at all, like I didn't mean to like diss your shoes, but it was just like an in the moment type thing.
It's okay. My shoes have a bigger fan base now than I do.
Yeah.
You have to set up a Twitter account.
Dude,
for
it blew up
shoes.
your Twitter though.
It did.
Don't
no,
lie.
it did. No,
Don't
it
lie.
did. It did. It really
You were
did.
feeding into it too. You were like,
Yes.
I'm a savage.
Yeah, you were pretty active on Twitter.
I was active on it.
Yeah.
And some of it maybe to my detriment. I mean, I got some blowback, even some coworkers, I think.
Really?
Although they didn't say it to my face, I heard that they were not happy
With how
involved I was and felt
Yeah.
I was being unprofessional. And
Right.
maybe to a degree I was, but I
Well,
felt
you
I
were-
wanted to be engaged, and it was in terms of reach and impact probably the biggest story of my career, which I'd never expected.
How does that
and
make
I
you
was,
feel, dude?
I mean, I don't know. It's
We
like
have
it's
got
a
the
good
most-
and bad thing.
We've got the most viewers we've
Yeah.
ever had by far. We have 68,000 people watching right now, which is by far the
Live.
most.
Wow.
There's some fucking weird thing, dude. You just pull in
The numbers.
the numbers. Like, it's undeniable. When someone puts Jake Paul on their fucking
Mhm.
video, they get double the views.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude.
How do you? What do you think about that?
I think it's great. I think it's also a problem because it's like because of like situations like this. Like if I do one thing bad, everything like because and again, I'm not a cocky person, but like my brother and I, we are at the top, and so people want to see us fail. People want to drag us down. People want to make stuff up about us, and they want to shine the bad light on us. Because the bottom line, and it's crazy, like people don't like to see other people succeed. Like unless they're genuinely good people, but like I feel like the majority of even like the internet and like people out there just like they don't want to see other people succeed.
Does it feel good though, in a way where you're like, I fucking always pull the numbers, even when people are hating on me?
Yeah. I mean, it's cool. It's cool, right?
It's just relevant.
It's relevancy. But to me, I don't want the numbers to be there for the wrong reason, and I think sometimes they are, because a lot of them are people who hate on me, which sucks because like I don't want anyone to hate me.
Does it get to you that all the amount of hate you get?
No, not at all. Because like I said, all publicity is good publicity. I think we were talking about it earlier, like because of that news story and like how viral it's gotten. Now, like anything I do will get press from good to bad. So I think it's helped me cross that bridge into traditional more. There are some things where I'm like, damn, that sucks that people are saying this, and like I don't want, people to think of me this way, and that's sort of what I care about. But I don't care about like what people say necessarily, if that makes sense.
Why is it that you think that people have this like aversion to you, like that people have this general like they want to hate you so badly?
I think it was a snowball effect, kind of.
You think it started with Chris's report, or I guess
Yeah,
it started with Everyday Bro?
It started with It's Everyday Bro.
Yeah, that was the first
You
time we
saw
heard
that
about
video,
you.
right?
I did.
What'd you think about that?
It was interesting.
That
It
sticks
was
in your head,
interesting.
right?
Is that the one with most hates, right, or dislikes? What was the one? That,
It's like the 7th most disliked video.
I mean, that's an accomplishment.
It is, and what I say is like, look at this number 2 is Justin Bieber.
I
I'll
think
be
that's
Justin
good.
Bieber every day of the week.
Right.
I'm not saying that I am or am as talented as him, but like, if we're it's someone like him when he was younger took all that hatred and turned it into he's the biggest star.
I mean, people respect Justin Bieber now. I don't
Exactly.
think he gets much like, oh fuck that kid, like he used
But
to.
he used to, right?
Yeah,
And
he used to.
yeah.
he was involved in some issues with the neighbors. Remember?
Was
Yeah.
he? Did he have it
Oh
similar?
yeah, we
They
covered
did?
stories
He leaked
about
his
that.
number.
Really? What
they
was
leaked,
it?
I heard the neighbors were saying he was racing his sports car. I don't know if he had a Ferrari or what. He was racing his sports car in the neighborhood, and they were saying, you can't do this. We have small children running around.
Right.
And I heard he got into a fight with one of it, I think a next door neighbor, and it was really nasty, and it got physical, and
like he's
so there were
matured a
some
lot.
issues.
In the recent
Well, that's
time.
what I've like. Honestly, I feel like I've learned so much, and I like have such a different respect for like just entertainment in general, and like I've tried to grow from this situation, which I think was what Justin did. Is like I can only learn from these dumb things, and like I said, it's a snowball effect. It was like it's every day, bro. Then the news thing, and then you know, like the Post Malone thing, and it was all this stuff that added up, where people like kept on getting stronger and stronger.
Just turn it
feelings
to like
about me.
a meme kind of, just to like hate on Jake Paul.
It is a thing. It
Yeah.
literally is a thing.
Yeah.
It's like if I tweet something, like I got a puppy, and I tweeted about it, and someone like quote tweets it and goes like, "Oh, I'm so sorry for you, puppy," and I'm like,
does that bother you?
"No, I'm just like, dude, like, are you that starving for content right now, dude? Like,
Right.
get a better tweet,
Right.
like you don't need to drag other people down to build your tower higher."
Does it bother you that everybody on YouTube is making Jake Paul videos and still are?
Kind of, because it's like that's all. Like literally, I think Keemstar's like past 20 videos have that
That's
name
true.
in the title.
It's basically you follow the Keemstar.
Yes.
He's basically Jake Paul 3 at this point.
Yeah, yeah, which I get.
But
it.
like that's what he says. He talks about what's relevant, right?
Yeah.
So in a way, it's the nature of the
What I
beast.
don't like is how they're using me to get their videos they're like more viewed, and then they like try to drag me down.
Mm.
It's like, and a lot of times they're not telling the truth about like my side of the story, and only like the people actually involved will ever know what actually happens. And there's a lot of like fake news and stuff out there, and like, yeah.
Let's talk about the lawsuit. I know that there was. I don't know if it's real. I don't know if it's a rumor, but everybody's heard that the neighbors are mounting a lawsuit against Jake, and I'm sure you're involved in that, right? What can you tell
Well,
us
they've
about
been
that?
telling us, yeah, and that they've been saying right now, from what I'm hearing, you are, pulling back. You're trying to make an effort to make the situation more livable and peaceful in the neighborhood. So they're holding back on the lawsuit, but that's still,
okay. So it's
yeah,
not. So what was
yeah,
the
they're
lawsuit?
not ready to take any action right now
Okay.
because they are seeing a change, and hope they want to continue to see, improvements. I think they would like you to take, from what I'm hearing, a bigger stand to tell the fans. Although again, we don't know how successful that may be.
Yeah.
But they'd like for you to take a bigger stand to say to the fans, do not come here. To try to discourage them from coming.
It's actually been better because school just started.
Dude, this video, I don't mean to, like I said, this picture's from yesterday, dude. Look at this
Or
on the
like
screen.
2 days ago.
Holy cow! They're right across the street, aren't? I mean,
This is his house.
all in the street. Yeah.
Yeah, and God knows what's on this side.
Wait a minute. Didn't you paint over that graffiti on your garage door before? No. And that was
Logan
from
got ya.
yesterday.
Yeah, I mean yesterday or the day before.
Okay.
Like in preparation for this conversation.
Okay.
This is very so. Like, how can you take a more strong stand against your fans who are populating outside your house?
It's a tricky thing, because it's like I love my fans so much. They're the reason why I'm at where I'm at, and like they're so loyal to me. And a lot of the ones that come to the house are like the most loyal ones, and so I've in a nice way told them not to come, but I can't be like in their face about it, because I don't want them to ever feel like.
But surely there's a polite way to be like, guys, I appreciate you coming, but you're getting me in trouble. Like in a vlog, or put a sign out and be like, please, like, I appreciate that you want to come, show me love, but you can't come
So
here.
it's crazy because my brother got evicted from his apartment
Right.
because people were going to the parking garage across the street and chanting his name they were across
that
the
is
street.
so stupid.
And he made a video. He's like, dude, I'm about to get evicted.
That's
They
so
warned me.
dumb.
They warned me. I'm about to get evicted. Please do not come. I'm begging you. Like, I love you guys. He made this video, and still, people
Then the
come.
haters show up and start chanting his name.
Whatever it is, yeah. Like,
But you have guards outside. He says, "Don't everybody go away."
yeah. We have full-time security.
But clearly, it's not very effective.
Well, we can't tell them to get off the sidewalk because it's public property.
What do the neighbors think Jake should be doing?
That's a good question.
What do you think could be done?
I mean, I don't know. I honestly, my feeling is it's probably too late with the fan issue because the address is out there and it's too late. I really don't see any effective resolution to that. If you tell people, please don't come, they're still going to come.
Like I've said, I talked to a neighbor about it, even about the lawsuit stuff, and the only thing we can do is move, and that's what we're working on trying to do.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
What was the lawsuit for, by the way?
Public nuisance.
Public nuisance.
Public nuisance. And I don't know all the details of what makes a public nuisance.
Yeah, that's a strange one.
That is what they were saying. It's a public nuisance lawsuit.
Well, take it from me. You don't want to be sued.
Oh, yeah.
You guys have been sued?
Yeah. For copyright infringement.
What?
It's been going on for like a year and a half. Oh, it's been a nightmare, dude.
Do you guys have to go to court and stuff?
We already did like our depositions and stuff. We don't have a court date, but we're just waiting for the judge. It's a nightmare, dude. So avoid that shit.
And I'm sure the neighbors don't want to be involved
of
in
course.
either.
Yeah,
in a
because
lawsuit.
nobody. Yeah, people
and
want.
It's so expensive.
Definitely, and it's time consuming and it's uncomfortable. So, I think they're saying if we feel like we have no other recourse, we're going to do this. But I don't think anyone really wants to have to take it to that level because life's too short for all this negativity.
Yeah.
So is there anything that neighbors want to say to Jake or to the world or something that you guys want to say?
I mean, again, I'm not, I hope you understand. I'm not,
You're not
I'm a messenger, I'm not here with the neighbors going, oh, Jake, get out, I'm a messenger.
Yeah.
I'm a journalist. I document things and I bring all sides to the table, and that's what I really try to do always, each and every day. And I think the neighbors are saying they're not sure what the ultimate solution will be.
Yeah,
probably like you've said, just moving and relocating, and maybe being in an area remote enough that you can do what you want to do, your stunts, or even greet fans on your property if that's what you choose to do, so long as it doesn't impact
the neighbors.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
Do you think that's? I'm just curious about your thoughts.
I think that's the only solution is moving far away and not showing our address, and onto a property that's big enough.
You need a property with walls.
Exactly. Yeah, like a whole wall.
Yeah.
Yes. So.
All right. Good luck with that. Those are expensive.
Yeah.
I saw a vlog. You were looking at like our new place, like teaser. Were you really considering that place? Because it was like. That looked like a $50 million plus house.
Oh no, that was clickbait.
Okay, good.
Yeah, got clickbait. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
It didn't say not clickbait.
Right, yeah, the view. You know
you didn't write clickbait in the, or I guess not. You didn't write not clickbait.
Yeah,
right.
That's how you know.
Whenever I put not clickbait, it's not clickbait. Right. But if I leave it open ended, you don't know. You don't know.
Right.
And sometimes it's not clickbait, and I don't put not clickbait. So you
just watch every video.
Just watch every day, bro. Do it. Really, for real.
All right. Well.
I have a question for Jake. Where do you see your career going? I mean, what do you want to do in 10 years?
Yeah, that's a good question. I see myself being like 50% social media and 50% traditional. So I want to be, I am writing movies. I wrote a movie, acting in TV shows, movies, auditioning, and building up that side of myself, as well on the social side, continuing to create my own original content. And growing that and pushing products through that and pushing my own kind of businesses through that. And I am an entrepreneur. I have Team 10. I invest. We're working on a couple of tech things. And so I see like the celebrity side of me growing all of those businesses and it kind of being this like ecosystem of things that feed off of each other.
His goal is to be a billionaire.
Yeah, I want to be.
We were speaking about it earlier.
I want to be the
Team 10. The 10 is the 10 O's.
Okay.
So. He'll take care of all of us when we're there.
That's right.
He won't forget.
Don't forget us.
I'll get you more of those shoes, bro. I got you.
Well, I really appreciate you coming. We had some laughs, some gaffes, got a little serious at some moments, but we worked it out.
Dude.
We worked it out.
It feels great.
Yeah, it was good. And I think it's dope. I think it's cool. I think it shows a lot of character that you came here and confronted all this stuff. So
Thank you.
I
Man.
want to acknowledge that.
Appreciate that.
And congratulations on 10 million.
Yeah. Congrats.
The grind
Yeah.
is real.
Thank you so much, Chris Wolfe.
Thank you.
The
for
legend.
having-
For coming
Thank you.
in and
Thank
talking
you.
about this.
It was my pleasure, really. I'm thrilled to be a part of this.
Yeah,
it
I'm
was
really
great.
happy
It was a
it
good
was-
discussion.
How was now I know I'm wrapping it up, but like how has this been for your career, this whole story?
It brought me to a new level with social media, really. I
Mm.
mean, that I had not seen before.
Right.
It was unexpected and unbelievable.
Well, people from your world generally don't have
No.
much engagement on social media at all.
No, we're trying to, but this really just took it over the top. And it
Part
was
2.
interest-
I got you.
Part 2.
Part 2. Let's plan it.
Let's do it. Yes, all right.
I was like, what are you about to
Something
do? Pull
else.
down your pants or some shit?
No.
Okay, all right.
I mean, it was interesting because this story brought me to your audience
Mm-hmm.
and social media and all of you,
Mhm.
and it brought you to my audience and more mainstream traditional media.
Right.
And it really was like a crossover that
You guys collabed essentially.
Yeah. And it was a net positive, is what he's trying to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, it's been really interesting.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I thank you both. I think you're both very great people. And
I think you're-
appreciate you
thank
coming
you.
out here.
Thank you. Likewise.
So,
Thank you.
Thank you.
Guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Yeah, just really appreciate all you guys and both you guys. And stay tuned. We'll be back on Tuesday for our top of the week. We're starting to do podcast on Tuesday now, so we'll be doing it twice a week. You can find us here and on YouTube at H3 Podcast Channel. Thank you guys. Thank you to our sponsors. Thank you to everyone who subscribes on Twitch Prime. That's it. See you guys next time.
Goodbye.